the reigning champion of muscular-building creatine monohydrate. This supplement has earned its title through years of consistent performance and results. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or a beginner in the fitness world, creatine monohydrate is a name you've likely heard. Its reputation precedes it, and for good reason. This supplement needs no introduction in the world of fitness, from gym-goers to professional athletes. Creatine monohydrate has become a fixture in their everyday activities. Its broad usage is a tribute to its efficiency, but what makes it so popular among such a varied range of people? It ranks as one of the most studied and tested supplements for muscle building. Numerous studies have demonstrated that creatine monohydrate may dramatically boost muscular growth, strength, and general performance. Researchers have probed deep into its processes, finding how it helps muscles manufacture energy during high-intensity workouts. Athletes and bodybuilders alike have resorted to creatine monohydrate for decades. Its potential to increase performance and promote muscle building has made it a go-to supplement. Over the years, its usage has only risen, with more and more individuals finding its advantages. Its appeal arises from its efficacy and cost. Unlike many other supplements that might be extremely pricey, creatine monohydrate provides a cost-efficient alternative for those wishing to boost their fitness. This combination of high effectiveness and inexpensive cost makes it accessible to a broad spectrum of people. But what precisely makes this vitamin a powerhouse for muscular growth? The key lies in its capacity to boost the availability of ATP, the energy currency of cells. By raising ATP levels, creatine permits muscles to perform harder and longer, leading to higher increases in strength and size. Additionally, it helps pull water into muscle cells, boosting hydration and further encouraging muscular development. Let's look into the science behind creatine monohydrate and identify its advantages, disadvantages, and more. While it provides several benefits, it's crucial to understand the possible negative effects and how to use it appropriately. By acquiring a full grasp of creatine monohydrate, you can make an educated choice about whether it's the ideal supplement for your fitness quest. Creatine is a naturally occurring chemical found predominantly in muscle. You may find it in red meat and seafood, but in lesser quantities. Creatine has a critical function in energy synthesis during high-intensity exercise. Think weightlifting or running. When you participate in these activities, your body requires a speedy supply of fuel. This is where creatine comes in. Creatine monohydrate's major claim to fame is its ability to stimulate muscular development. It does this via numerous processes. Firstly, creatine enhances the availability of phosphocreatine in your muscles. Phosphocreatine is a high-energy chemical that feeds muscle contractions. With more phosphocreatine at your disposal, you can lift bigger weights for more repetitions. This leads to enhanced muscle protein synthesis. Beyond its muscle-building abilities, creatine monohydrate also boosts strength and power output. This pill is not only for bodybuilders trying to bulk up, it's a flexible tool for athletes across all sports. Whether you're into weightlifting, sprinting, or even endurance sports, creatine may play a key part in your training program. By giving your muscles with a readily accessible energy source, creatine helps you to create greater force throughout your exercises. This is because creatine helps replace ATP, the major energy transporter in your cells, more rapidly. When your muscles have more ATP, they can function at a greater intensity for longer durations. This means you can push through those final few repetitions, or sprint, that additional distance with greater power and less weariness. This translates to lifting bigger weights and doing workouts with increased explosiveness. Imagine being able to add an additional 10 pounds to your deadlift or cut a few seconds off your sprint pace. The advantages of creatine extend beyond simply the gym. They may increase your overall athletic performance. The enhanced power production and endurance may also benefit in sports like football, basketball, and even swimming, where bursts of energy are vital. Whether you're a powerlifter hoping for a new personal best or a sprinter wanting to shave seconds off your time, creatine may provide you a competitive advantage. It's not only about the physical improvements, the psychological boost of knowing you have that additional edge may be a game changer. When you feel stronger and more competent, your confidence surges, and it may make all the difference in high-stakes events. So if you're serious about improving your performance to the next level, consider adding creatine monohydrate to your supplement stack. While creatine monohydrate reigns supreme, the market is flooded with numerous different types of creatine. Creatine ethyl ester, creatine hydrochloride, and buffered creatine are only a few examples. These alternate formulations frequently promise greater absorption or fewer side effects. However, scientific data backing these statements is typically weak. Creatine monohydrate has a lengthy history of studies confirming its usefulness. It's been demonstrated again and again to be highly absorbable and effective in raising muscle creatine levels. While newer types of creatine may seem appealing, they generally lack the same degree of scientific rigor. Creatine monohydrate remains the gold standard for a reason. It regularly provides results. Creatine monohydrate is typically safe for most persons when taken carefully. However, several possible downsides exist. One typical worry is water retention. Creatine might cause your muscles to store extra water, which could cause temporary bloating. This impact is generally modest and diminishes after you stop taking creatine. A demonstrated track record. Creatine monohydrate has a favorable safety profile when used carefully. Numerous research have explored its long-term effects, and no substantial detrimental effects have been documented in healthy persons. Of course, it's always advisable to contact with your doctor before beginning any new supplement program, particularly if you have pre-existing medical concerns. The recommended dose of creatine monohydrate is normally about 3-5 grams per day. A loading phase of 20 grams per day for the first week is frequently performed to saturate muscle creatine reserves more quickly. However, this loading step is not necessarily essential. As for scheduling, taking creatine around your exercises may be somewhat more effective. But consistency is crucial. Interestingly, creatine's advantages extend beyond the field of muscle and strength. Emerging evidence shows that creatine supplementation may increase cognitive performance, especially in elderly persons. It may possibly have neuroprotective properties and boost mood. While further study is required in these areas, the prospective advantages of creatine for general health seem encouraging. In the continuously developing field of sports nutrition, creatine monohydrate stands as a tribute to the strength of scientific study and time-proved outcomes. This pill has been widely examined and has continuously proved its capacity to increase athletic performance. From elite athletes to regular gym goers, creatine monohydrate has become a standard in many workout regimes. Its capacity to boost muscular development, strength, and power is obvious. When you take creatine monohydrate, it helps your muscles create more energy during high-intensity activity. This spike in energy may contribute to higher performance, enabling you to lift bigger weights and exercise harder. Over time, this may result in substantial muscular development and greater strength. While additional forms of creatine may develop, creatine monohydrate remains the gold standard for its efficacy, cost, and safety. It's the most investigated type of creatine, with several studies proving its effects. Other types of creatine may offer higher absorption or fewer negative effects, but creatine monohydrate has survived the test of time. It's also more inexpensive than many other supplements, making it accessible to a broad spectrum of individuals. If you're trying to take your training to the next level, creatine monohydrate is a vital weapon to consider putting into your supplement arsenal. It's straightforward to use and may be added to your before or after exercise smoothie. Many athletes find that it helps them recover quicker from rigorous exercises, enabling them to train more regularly. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just beginning your fitness journey, creatine monohydrate may help you attain your objectives. Remember to contact with a healthcare expert before beginning any new supplement regimen to confirm it's good for you. Looking for high-quality supplements backed by Dr. Andrew Huberman himself? Check out the links in the description below and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you've learned anything new or anything of value.